Welcome back to TalkBack. We are talking to the spearhead of the previous Musharraf regime, Sheikh Rasheed Ahmed. Now, you've also been in the news of late for Balochistan. Now, recently, you've spoken highly of the government for a change, and you've gone and said that this new package they've passed for Balochi rights, you've said this is a good thing. You've said that this initiative is a positive one. You've also said that this announcement of the fact-finding mission to probe into the killing of Nawab Akbar Bugti is a good initiative, right? Do you stand by that? Because if you do, it's strange because around 22 March 2005, this is when you were information minister, and this is when the Bugti situation in Balochistan was at its peak. There was this headline ran, opposition walks out over Sheikh Rasheed's remarks. This was on the Dawn, and the story goes on something like this, that Federal Minister of Information Broadcasting Sheikh Rasheed Ahmed on Monday...
At that time, Minister of Railway. Okay, maybe.
2005, sir. On Monday, faced a tough time in the National Assembly for his remarks that Jamhuri Watan Party chief Nawab Akbar Bugti was a warlord and not a politician. And you said, quote, there is a difference between a politician and a warlord. The information minister said, Bugti is talking on gunpoint and he is a warlord and not a politician. He said the government knew how to talk with politicians and warlords. Sounds like a threat. Sounds like you're saying Bugti was a gangster, effectively.
A gangster is an unparliamentary thing and warlord is a different thing. You can say him gangster, I'll never say him. But this is a fact.
Warlord.
This is a fact. There are two kinds of people. One, who want to play in circle in the rules and regulation and constitution under the flag of Pakistan. There are few people who don't accept to play our role, our politics, they have different aims. And let me say, if you are asking such a question, there were 3 army officers also died in that cave.
You mean there were 3 army officers with Bugti?
Maybe they went inside to talk to him. Why I am asking, your question reply comes in this reply. Why I am asking for, I support this judicial inquiry, the reason is, these 3 high-profile ranking, one was from my constituents, Colonel. They went inside, so this must be investigated. What was the reason, whether Army fired that, or the caves inside there was some fire, some rocket fire, and collapse, gone down.
Shisa, do you agree?
Let me finish. It's a very sensitive thing what I am saying. Nobody said in this word, in this country, what I am going to say. Knowing this, that I am a political worker, I am heading a Awami Muslim League, I shouldn't say like this, but this is a truth. In that cave, 3 army officers, high-ranking officers, also died with the Bugti. So they were inside the cave. So this must be investigated in judicial inquiry. Who did this? Who killed Bugti? What was the reason? And why this happens? So all this will come in a judicial inquiry.
But Sheikh Saab, if it was as bad as you're saying it, that there was 3 army officers in there, nobody really knows what happened, your government was in power for a while after that. Did you push for this? Did you push your president?
His
Did you
death was such an important thing. So everybody was, depressed. Everybody was affected. There was nobody, including me, who condemns his death. But I support this judicial inquiry. Condemning his death, I support this judicial inquiry. Nation should know what was the reason of his death.
What was the reason of his death?
I don't know. I have said what I know. Nobody dare have a courage to say this, what I'm going to say on Dawn. So this sentence must be go on air, must be go with a full sentence, otherwise this will create a lot of trouble.
Moving on, in the current dispensation, now the elections have happened. For whatever reasons, as discussed in the past, you've lost. These other guys are in power. These other guys are in the power in the Punjab. You're not getting along with anybody in the center or in the Punjab. इधर जाते हैं तो उनके मुंह लगना पड़ता है, उधर जाते हैं उनके मुंह लगना पड़ता है. My question is simple. My question is that on January 3rd, 2009, an interesting headline ran, 2 interesting headlines, one on January 3rd and one on January 5th. This one was dated Islamabad. Zardari and Rasheed discussed political situation. Awami Muslim League Chief Sheikh Rasheed Ahmed met President Asif Ali Zardari on Friday and discussed the current political situation. Nice, ambiguous beginning. Talking to the newspaper after the meeting, Rasheed said he had advised the Pakistan People's Party government not to indulge in the politics of confrontation, especially in the Punjab. He said the next 3 months were very important in the politics of the country. This is January this year. We know what happened 3 months later. Long March, right? The politics of confrontation did happen. There was governor rule. It was imposed in the Punjab. Now, the president did not obviously take your advice when you told him not to engage in the politics of confrontation. What went wrong, in your opinion? What went wrong between the presidency and Punjab?
Honestly speaking, so if President Zardari is listening this interview, he must be impressed by me. I have another invitation also, but I said no. The time will come when we'll, talk on this thing, because I thought they have miscalculated. I thought it's very difficult when I come to know that Punjab government has banked their member because they are men of rich experience. They know how to collect the people and make them somewhere under lock and key. So I requested the president, I can't advise him that this is not time to fight with them, and wait and see. And my request or advice was perfect. And but mostly in that meeting I come to know whenever I say something, I said something, he said, I know this. So when a president says that I know this, then you have to listen more than giving your advice. So